Forecast.
Well, before the showers and thunderstorms set in, here's a shot from Jack Roberts hiking up to Humpback Rocks here this afternoon. But certainly those storms did come in, and it's certainly been a cool but now humid afternoon now that the storms have largely passed. Still dealing with the rain. 81 currently at the airport. Before the storms developed, 93 the afternoon high. Dew point still high in the 60s and low 70s. 69 there at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave. Lighter rain tapering off. Again, most locations have been worked over with showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Currently 71 there in Louisa, 72 in Palmyra. We've got 69 in Waynesboro, 75 currently in Madison. There's just a review over the last 4 hours. You can see the progression of the storm. Slow movement, heavy rainers. We did have a couple isolated severe reports in terms of some trees down and the like, but again, not a whole lot of severe warnings, but certainly some flash flood and flood warnings. And now most of the heaviest activity is near and beginning to move east of the I-95 corridor. Because of the rain that's already fallen and additional rain that continues and the excessive runoff, we do have a flood warning for portions of Culpeper, including the town of Culpeper, portions of Orange, and that until midnight. Again, avoid those small creeks and streams and low-lying areas. Also have a flood advisory for far eastern Louisa County, areas like Bumpus down toward Jackson. Again, some light to moderate rain currently across the region at this hour, and certainly some locations picking up some heavier amounts than others. And there's a little back edge of some of the rain lightening up. So you can see some pockets of 1, 2, even upwards to 3 inches. There we are in Culpeper. Here we are through Louisa and Fluvanna. There we are in Greene, and then back into portions of Nelson and portions of Augusta. Some trees down west of Stanton out toward Trimble's Mill. Some trees down in southeastern Louisa because of the storms. Some flooding issues ongoing in the town and around Culpeper. The flood watch in effect until 11 o'clock. We could still see some additional showers and storms, but the worst of it has really unfolded here this afternoon. I think this is a little overdone now, but we could certainly see some additional showers or an isolated storm. And then as we go into tomorrow morning, we'll likely begin with some cloud cover. And then one front comes through. It'll still be warm tomorrow, but just not as warm as it was today. And by Friday morning, we'll start early with some cloud cover. Second front comes through. That really drops off the humidity here, and it'll make for some pleasant conditions as we move into Friday and the weekend. So Thursday, we'll start with some clouds, maybe a morning or midday shower or isolated storm, low and mid 80s, but still remaining humid. And then look at these temperatures for Friday and Saturday. Low 80s across central Virginia, some upper 70s to around 80 in the Shenandoah Valley, and those morning lows down in the 50s. So we talk about the dew point. It's been quite high in the 60s and 70s. By this weekend, down in the low 50s. So there's the activity beginning to work away in terms of the strongest storms. One front off to our north and west. That comes through by morning, midday tomorrow. A secondary front will come through as we go into Friday, and that really drops the humidity as this trough or dip in the jet stream begins to build south. So that's what we have, something to look forward to here by the end of the week. So storms will wrap up tonight. Again, in the morning, we'll start in the 60s and 70s. Afternoon highs tomorrow in the low and mid 80s. Most of the storms early in the day, and then as we go into Friday, that secondary front, but that'll be early, and then those temperatures drop off, and more importantly, the humidity levels as well. So showers and storms will wrap up. Again, the flooding threat still ongoing in some spots, high water issues. A pleasant Friday and upcoming weekend, those morning lows in the refreshing 50s, so a little break from the summer muggies. Just hold in there for our next day or two.
All right, Eric, thank you.
We will be right back.